Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope all is well as always. For today's video, we are jumping right into our Gel X application. I didn't need to prep my natural nail too much, so for this set I am going to be using a peel off base coat, and the Gel X tips that I'm using are the stiletto ones that I've used in my past videos, so I will leave that in the description box along with everything else that I use for this video. So I'm just putting one coat of this peel off base coat on, and then I'm going to cure it for 60 seconds. So I'm actually going to be using some base coat to put on my Gel X tips. This is what I do when I just put on a temporary set. If you're new here and you're like, what the heck is this girl doing putting base coat on for her Gel X glue? But I have come to find that my nails actually last pretty long, at least like a week and a half, and maybe even longer using the base coat as my Gel X glue when I use peel off base coat. So that is what I'm doing here, and if you do try this method, it is a little bit runny, so just keep that in mind when you are applying the base coat as your Gel X glue. So I am just curing these for about 10 to 15 seconds under this flash curing lamp, and then once I have these glued on here, I will put my full hand under the big UV lamp for 60 seconds. I do like to file my Gel X tips a little bit. I don't try to over file them, but I just try to take off those really hard plastic pieces like at the tip of it, and then also underneath the tip it always has like that hard plastic. Well, these ones do have like a harder plastic underneath the tip, and I can't tell you how many times I've scratched my face on accident and having to file that under after the fact that I've done them. So I just try to make it a point now to file underneath that so I'm not scratching my face up every time I touch it. So just a light file on the Gel X tips because I do like the way that these are shaped already. So I'm just lightly filing them, and then I'm going to buff and smooth the Gel X tip. You could easily use a drill for this, but I don't know. I don't always use my drill for my Gel X tips, but the ones that I like the Gel X sets that I like to last for like 6 weeks or longer, then I will use a drill, especially like around the cuticle. But if I know I'm not going to have these nails on for a long time, I try to just make the steps a little bit more easier for myself, but still really neat and clean. Here are the colors that I'm going to be using for the base color. Now I did put base coat on my Gel X tip. I do like to put base coat on there, and I've shown it a few times, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're used to seeing me do it by now. But in case you're new here, I do put a layer of base gel on my Gel X tips just because I like the way that the polish looks on there and it's not going to chip off the Gel X tip. So I'm going to do one coat of this number 36 and then cure for 30 seconds. And then I'll apply a coat of number 22 and then cure that for another 30 seconds. So I'm only putting number 22 on my first 3 fingers because for the pinky, I am going to paint that red. And after I cured this one, I liked the way that it looked together, but I kind of wanted the base color to be a little bit more pink. So I did add one more layer of number 22 to it. So it's one layer of number 36 and then 2 layers of number 22. So for my Aurora nail, I had originally used one of those sponge brushes that come with two different types of sponges on each end. And it was after the fact that I had already cured the top coat that I saw that there was a bunch of little fuzzies in it. And I couldn't stand the way that it looked, so I did end up drilling it off and just using an airbrush for it. So here I am just taking some acetone and a few drops of the red gel polish that I used for my other nails. And then I'm going to pour this into the little airbrush container, mix it up really good. And I'm going to spray like a little practice spray just to make sure that it's coming out correctly and the color is the way that I like it. So once I do this, I cure it for 60 seconds and then add top coat. But yeah, that sponge brush that I used is in the dumpster now because I don't know how like nail art brushes and sponges get so many fuzzies. But I definitely didn't want to leave this part out and just show you guys how I do my Aurora nails with the airbrush. I've done it a few times on my channel, but it's actually really not hard. It's a lot easier than it looks, but I definitely want to get a little bit more practice with my airbrush. But definitely try the airbrush out if you haven't. There's different ways I've done an Aurora, like with eyeshadow, and I've used other brushes, but man, you guys, that one sponge brush that I used was so rude. So rude. So I had to throw it in the garbage can. But anyway, so once I'm done with this, we are going to get back into the original video, but I just wanted to hop on here and let you guys know that. So for my bigger gems, I use builder gel to apply them and then I flash cure it. And because it's a larger gem, there's always like a little gap in between the nail and the actual gem. And I don't know about you guys, but I cannot stand when like the gem gets caught in my hair, or I'm sorry, my hair gets caught in the gem when I'm trying to put my hair in a ponytail. It is the most annoying thing. It's almost as worse as like when you're trying to put your hair in a ponytail and your ponytail holder breaks and it just snaps and explodes. Like, how did that even happen? So to prevent any tension between me and my nails, I like to put a little bit of builder gel in between that gap and then just flash cure it. That way, you know, if you're doing your hair or whatever, it just slides right off the nail. You don't have to mean mug your nail or question why you even added this stuff to your nail knowing that it would cause a problem. Just makes a really good relationship between you and your nail. No frustration. You can put your hair up with ease. So builder gel is, I guess, the key to a good relationship with you and your gems that you add to your nails. So I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds after I'm done flash curing it. And as you did see, I was adding top coat as I was putting my smaller pearls and gems on, but definitely if you haven't tried this builder gel for your bigger gems, try it out and let me know how it goes for you. I'm sure I'm not the first one to do this, but after I discovered it, I have to let everybody know. And here's our final look. I really had a lot of fun with this set. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If so, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you guys have anything you want to see, don't forget to drop a comment so I can try and get as much content out for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.